Here's a tiny tutorial of an oak tree. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab just clean water on my brush, and I'm going to make kind of a rough, like, I don't want to say circle because it's not really a circle, but just kind of an outline of how I want my tree to be shaped. And up at the top, I want to show that there's some sunlight coming in to the crown of the tree, the top of the tree. So I'm going to get some yellow and just dab a little bit of that up there. Maybe a little bit down here. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of blue, and this is going to show this shade on the bottom of the tree. So I have a couple places with some shade in the bottom of the tree canopy. Now I'll wash my brush and get some green. I think I might mix it with a little of that yellow. And I'm going to go on in and add this to the middle. And there are some places that will just stay white, and that is okay because a lot of times you can see through in spots, almost like the tree has windows in it. And if you have too much water, like over here I've got a little too much, I'm going to wash my brush, wipe it really good, and create a brush vacuum to vacuum up that water. It's a good way to give the edge of the tree kind of a soft edge. Not everywhere, but in some places it's nice to have that effect. Maybe a little bit over here too. Remember, every tree is different. It is okay if your tree looks way different from mine. It should look different. And now I'm going to go ahead and add some more of that green right across there. I'll make some edges that are fresh, like that, and just let it go in other places. Just kind of play with it. Don't go trying to paint every single leaf, okay? Just let the watercolor work its magic and it will make leaves for you. And now I think it's time to go ahead with the trunk. So I'm going to go ahead and get maybe some blue first. Blue is an excellent color for showing shadows, and I want to show the shadow on the edge of the trunk right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do the branch up here and come down and show the trunk. All trees have different shaped trunks, but they're usually a little bit thicker at the bottom. So this is the shadow, remember, this is not the trunk itself yet. It's a shadow that's on the trunk. That's the best way to explain it. And put a little shadow over here too. And I'm going to get my brush kind of dried out, but I'm not removing all that blue. I'm just getting it roughed up a bit and add a little texture like that. This texture will make it kind of, you know how bark's rough. It gives it more of a rough texture. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab some brown. Maybe mix it with that blue because I don't want it to be straight up brown. That's just kind of boring. Maybe even grab a little tiny bit of orange. See what kind of nice bark color I can come up with. And I'm going to go ahead and paint that bark. Maybe there's a branch over here. It's kind of dead and broken. And I can even grab some of this nice green and yellow color I mixed up, just a tiny bit, and add a little grass. It's sneaking up around the base of the tree. If I want, now this is a super cool trick. If this is still wet, I can turn my brush around, make sure it's not going to scratch the paper if it's too rough, and I can draw in some more branches up here. It's kind of a cool trick. Branches are usually just like Ys, maybe Ys that have fallen over or are having trouble, I don't know. It's just an easy way to add some branches that you can play with. And there's your little tree tutorial.